Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, father. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
Someday you have children and you will look for all.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
You're going to find out when you get older.
Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. I know it's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Some bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Why are you always bellowing at me? Wish you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Why are you always bellowing at me? Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Oh, what use as a microorganism for law? I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We...
Still can't get Trixie's nose right. Whew, no wonder Artie's so out of it. Hey guys, I don't feel so...
Zane, wake up, you lazy bum!
Must have been the cold.
Cold my eye. He's been dipping into the inventory.
The inventory. One more on down. 2 to go.
Didn't you hear? Change of plans.
Huh?
Word on the street is Sagan's working on some kind of jailbreak. So
The only thing I want to break this bottle on is one of those goons' heads.
Hey,
Hey!
what was that?
Must be some wiring problems with the emergency button. I hope the Sisters of Mercy approve of our redecorating.
Oh, God. You're trying my patience, Artie.
McDermott's Canadian whiskey.
See approve of our redecorating.
7/23/30. A combination to a lock? Ow!
What the?
I think we blew a fuse.
Well, go up to the soup kitchen and get a new one.
Why Why me?
You'd rather hang around and talk to this guy, huh?
Happy days are here again.
Yeah, I'll just get that fuse.
Sleepyhead.
Bam! Right in the kisser.
Bro.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this, McFly.
Wait, I'm trying to process here. What the hell did you do to my dad?
Your dad's been in that wheelchair since before you were born, butthead.
And you better hope he has a spare, because you're gonna need one in like 3 seconds. Ugh.
I got a question. Look, can't we bury the hatchet already?
Even better idea. I bury this 9-iron up your backside. Ooh. Hey!
And another thing. What are you guys doing here anyway?
It's that time of the month. Time for Georgie to pay up.
Well, we usually take the payment in cash, but this month we can take it out of your hide.
Ugh.
Tell me. What about my mom? I mean, how did she end up with my dad?
Beats us. Guess she has a thing for losers. She could have had any one of us, but she went for old Gimpy McFly. Ah!
Here's what I still don't understand. How long have you been coming down on my dad like this?
Ever since that school dance, when Georgie laid Biff out in the parking lot.
Shut up, it's not funny.
Someone messes with the Tannen family, the Tannen family never lets him forget about it.
Biff! So now the Tannens are some kind of minor league mafia?
Hey, watch who you're calling minor league.
The Tannen gang's the 5th most dangerous crime family in California. We got connections all over the place.
No way.
You don't believe me?
Biff, no!
Bang! Check it out.
To your family from mine, in gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti.
That's Don Valenti, godfather of the Sacramento mob.
The 3rd most dangerous crime family in California.
Hey, Doc. How's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flophouse. How are your investigations going?
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in the DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Hey, who did burn down Tannen's original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
I never did get a straight answer about why you came back to 1931 in the first place.
It's, personal. When this is over, I'll tell you all about it.
I'm gonna hold you to that, you know. Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
It's very simple. In the original timeline...
Who died and made you boss?
Boss hog?
What will you do when I send you away?
Wait till Wednesday?
Where do you hang your hat?
Hattiesburg.
Welcome to L Kid, sir. You in?
I'm gonna play 7, 23, and 30. I wonder where this leads.
What is this feeling that has me in its grip? What has me on the edge and curling my lip? Worse in the blues or the front page news, it's rage. I'm overflowing. I've asked my doctor and psychiatrist too. They tell me that there's not a thing I can do. There's no consoling and there's no controlling this rage. I'm overflowing with rage. Daytime, nighttime, anytime at all, I'm hotter than a radiator gauge. Summertime, wintertime, spring or fall, it's rage that's got me steaming. Volcanoes blow the tops and tidal waves crest, but there's a force in nature worse than the rest. There's something that I've got to get off my chest. It's rage. I'm overflowing with rage. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancy, maybe. You know, dear, that I'm in love with you. Every cloud must have a silver. Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Secrets are for sharing love, they're not meant for blaring love. Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear. Shh. Whisper in my ear, let me read you soft and clear. Don't make it fortissimo, make it pianissimo. Whisper in my ear, so no one can hear.
Louis the Louse, squashed in his prime. Bucktooth Langley, bit off more than he could chew. Chuckles Lenart, he didn't get the last laugh. Yeah.
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now, thank you. How are you?
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing, I'm just standing here.
Loitering, huh?
What is this?
It's a demerit. No loitering. So get a move on, citizen.
Something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference. Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter. First Citizen Brown, the mind head of Hill Valley, a man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate. After this heroic event, immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's cities today. Look around yourself, breathe in the fresh air, enjoy the immaculate scenery and architecture. You are standing among the denizens of the most sociologically advanced city in the world, Hill Valley, a perfect place to live. Let's take a moment to look up at the city's centerpiece, the courthouse, with its ornate clock tower. Look closely. Do you see a silhouette behind the clock? That's our beloved first citizen, Emmett L. Brown, toiling away on new ideas to make Hill Valley the city of tomorrow, today. Remember to keep your name badge on at all times. Not only does it make every citizen seem like your neighbor and friend, it grants you passage at the 3 main city access points. Hill Valley is the country's first fully incorporated gated city. In 1966, Hill Valley petitioned for a special regional exemption from state legislation. Using a tax and property law loophole, the city of Hill Valley managed to consolidate itself into a gated community with special allowances for business and residential zoning. To date, we are the safest and most self-sustaining city in the United States. Brown Industries, established in 1945, is the technological enterprise that makes Hill Valley what it is today. Whether it is electric cars running off the city power grid or motion-sensing fence deployment, the radical civil innovations under development at E. Brown Industries are changing the way cities operate. Efficient pedestrian travel, vigilant citizen monitoring, and space-age technologies that preserve the clean and modern appearance of the city. All these amazing advancements are not only making Hill Valley a wonder of the modern civilization, E. Brown Industries also exports its ideas and technology to cities around the world. One such city is Singapore, soon to be recognized as our international sister city. You are standing in front of the Hill Valley Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1885, just 20 years after Hill Valley's incorporation into the state of California. Though the courthouse holds the seat of the local government, it also has been used as a shelter during the recovery period following the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Most of Hill Valley's community is a result of displaced San Franciscans planting roots after that dreadful disaster. In 1976, the downtown renovation project saw the first major additions made to the courthouse since its original construction. The courthouse was expanded with an additional 128 offices in the new flanking wings, and a new mayoral office added to the original clock tower space. Look closely, and you can still see some of the original courthouse's details preserved in the new international-inspired facade. The original clock tower was dedicated in 1885, with the motion first started at 8 p.m. on September 5th that same year. The clock tower was once struck by a bolt of lightning on November 12, 1955, damaging the clock motion beyond conventional repair. During the downtown renovation project of 1976, the damaged clock was dismantled and a new modern clock was installed as the window to the mayoral office. Look up. You just might catch a silhouette pacing behind the glass. That's First Citizen Brown, pondering how to make your future better. Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or, Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but...
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
That voice sounds familiar. Biff? Doc? Doc, wait! I need to talk to you.
Hill Valley Courthouse? How may I...
Look, I really need to see Citizen Brown. It's an emergency.
Are you on fire?
Of course not.
Are you bleeding profusely on the pavement?
No, but it's a...
Then it's no emergency that couldn't wait for a scheduled appointment. Good day. Stop pressing my button.
Hey, let me in!
Pinheads, huh? Figures? Give me that.
Beatles, Stones, Phil Collins. Edna took all the good stuff. Hey, maybe I'll grab a couple for the road after I get Einstein. Nice boards. I should pick one up after I free Einstein. BB guns. You'll shoot your eye out, Marty. In another timeline, all these pinball parts would probably be in Libya by now. I don't smoke, and I should really go get Einstein. X-ray specs, joy buzzers, trick gum. Classic. Why would anyone ban these? Beer. Maybe I could... Nah. Doc will need me clear-headed to build his new time machine. Wild gunman. Nice to see that some things haven't changed in this messed-up world. I wonder how many times Biff's parked under manure in this timeline. Whoa. Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
'Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even kid doesn't know. Stuff that'd curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just... well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
So what's so, toe-curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Last year, I drove a train off a cliff.
Why'd you do that?
You know, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure. It's a long story.
All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Well, okay.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out the audio, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
Trixie sure got some nice, antlers. This is definitely something Edna wouldn't approve of. How about an algae cake?
No thanks. I'm trying to cut down.
How about an algae cake?
Guess I am feeling a bit peckish. Where the hell'd you get that crap?
The expo. How about an algae cake?
Don't mind if I do. Not bad. Algae, you say? I'm going to suggest that they add that to the menu at the orphanage.
How about an algae cake?
Much obliged. That was different?
How about an algae cake?
One doesn't normally think of algae as a dessert item, but, what the hell? Well, it's got a very, unique flavor.
How about an algae cake?
That tastes exactly like the sludge that Edna was pumping into me back in the Citizen Plus ward.
Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really. Mind if I...
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
This button only works while the mind map test is active. Ew. Ew.
Ah. That smells good.
Ew. Ew.
Ah. That smells good.
Ew. Ew.
Ah. That smells good.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, well, that switch just keeps shoring out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best. Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in. Hey Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute, does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever. What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula. I'd better not return it yet. I might need it to clean something. If only this stuff was several hours older, I could use it to dissolve Emmett's suit. Emmett?
Yeah?
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
Don't you think she's a little... What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome. Emmett?
Yeah?
You can't marry Edna.
Why not?
You're too young to get married.
Nonsense. Back in the old country, a man my age already have 2 kids and a farm. Besides, what's the use of waiting when you're in love?
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we? Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again. I wonder how Doc's doing with the... Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, and Miss Strickland, I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it's starting to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests, and we'll see what we find.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though. Hey, the light's green. I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean.
I see. Well,
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great!
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling in there, you can... Uh-oh. Where did it go?
The lab!
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection.
gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Trixie says the Future Furnishings exhibit is worth checking out.
In the House of the Future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
Ah, it's wax.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
What?
That is not a recognized option. Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
In the mood for fun? The House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything. A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision? This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not the point. Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Have you seen Emmett? He isn't at his booth.
Odd. Well, he hasn't left the hall. I would have seen him. I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
Is there any way you can delay Emmett's demo? He ran into some last-minute turbulence.
Emmett's already pushed his luck by substituting this electrokinetic what's-this for the mental alignment meter he was supposed to be showing. I can't alter his place on the roster, too. The board would get the idea I was showing favoritism.
You sure you can't just push Emmett's slot back a little?
I could eliminate it altogether. Would that work for you? What?
I was just remembering a time when you refused to take me to the zoo.
Huh?
Nothing. See you around. How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look?
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks. Mr. Duto?
Oui?
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea most enlightening. Well?
Heavy.
Monsieur has a way with words.
That looks like the air hose for the bathysphere. I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Oh.
The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Now.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement? It's a bug.
No, a plant, but it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Well, speak of the devil. Now, there was something else I wanted.
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away. In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say, hang up, to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to ya.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
Hi, Trixie. It's me, Sonny.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
This is Anthony. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Mr. Closeoff.
Clothes off?
Yes, first name Oliver.
Oliver Closeoff? Listen, kid, I didn't just fall off the poutine truck. Who is this really?
Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
What? Hey, Trixie.
Ooh, a chrysantheminium.
Ah, that plant reminds me of the beautiful flora found thousands of leagues under the sea.
Get away from me!
What beautiful flowers. They remind me of the ones she was holding last night.
What?
Nothing, nothing.
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! I'll bet I can get all the way down to the other side of the glass house now. Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Trixie. Technique. I truly unlocked the secrets of this noble vegetable, and I am here to present my discoveries to a disbelieving world. Algae cakes, ladies.
I don't even like algae cakes, but free samples are free samples.
20th century. Algae is just loaded with healthful properties. Vitamins A through J, along with enough protein to choke a horse.
Hey, Jacques.
Pardon, s'il vous plaît. I do not accept flowers from strangers.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away. In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you? Never mind. I'll go get Strickland.
What is it now, Mr. Sagan?
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. Doc, it's a...
Shh.
Step
away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
Not a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, if you think you know how to handle her, just remember we need to know what happened to Hill Valley and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Look!
Shh.
Hey, Mister.
Who are you?
Yakov Smirnov?
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You tried to have me arrested once, a long time ago. Remember?
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
Look!
Shh.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
We must have brought something Edna wants. I brought you these algae cakes.
Wait there. Not bad. You got anything else for me?
You've got a nice cactus here.
Quit beating around the bush.
I brought you him.
Him? Who him? Him who?
Sure, you remember him. Carl Sagan, the guy you framed as a speakeasy arsonist.
Speakeasy? Arson? That's complete gibberish, Sonny. Whatever you're talking about's got nothing to do with me. I never involve myself in such criminal shenanigans. Still, his features remind me of someone.
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be. Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is. It's October 13th, 1931. Oh, and you are Emmett. Emmett. How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming or... Well, stay there.
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
darling, you've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic what's-this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
Help me out here, Danny.
Don't talk to him. I won't have you spreading stories about me.
This hat doesn't frame her face very well. An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll... Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh! He's after me! Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes!
Yes?
Here what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? Going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Maybe not. Can't you move a little faster, Danny?
He'll never catch me in this car. It's about to do something unbelievable. Here they come! The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back! Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885, remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man! This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland, quick! We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Looks like a Strickland to me.
Like my little brother, perhaps, but not like my grandfather. Shaggy.
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use.
It looks a bit like grandfather now, but he would never have walked around bareheaded.
Looks like a Strickland to me.
Like my little brother, perhaps, but not like my grandfather. Grandfather was much more, shaggy.
Not bad.
Oh, grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century. And I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street, lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him. Acting like a big shot. Throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil.
This is the key to our mystery. We've got to get her memory back in the groove.
She's got a point, Marshall. You could have run Tannen out of town and saved us all a lot of trouble. I've got a pretty good idea what kind of business a Tannen would put up. Talk about a watering hole.
A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
Hey, she's your granddaughter. You do something.
I wasn't planning on visiting the 19th century today.
I wonder what's in these. Oh, stop! Quiet! God.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap! There goes all my pickled pig's feet!
Crap! It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch. Going down.
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
What kind of odds?
All right, physics.
What was that noise?
What noise? I didn't hear noise.
A 100 years from now, Hill Valley will erect a statue in my honor.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
We'll just see.
Come on.
Got any last words?